Hello everybody, welcome to week 5. I just wanted to take a few minutes to go over some of the assignments from this week, and of course if you have any questions let me know. Alright, so let's take a look. First of all, I just want to let you know I'm using a tool called Screencast-O-Matic, and it's really neat and it's so easy. I mean, literally all you do is push a button and it allows you to record what you have on your computer screen and also narrate it. So this might be good for flipped learning, making PowerPoints for your students. There's a ton of ways. There's even student projects that they could do and use this themselves. So just throwing that out there. But it really is simple and it's free. All right. So this is Thanksgiving week. I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'm sorry that we don't have any time off. But that's the joy of the fast-paced online format, huh? All right, so let's take a look at week 5. You have your journal, and this week you're reading chapters 11 and 12 from your Ellis book and chapters 5 from Goldberg. So in addition to the journal, you have the usual. Your discussion questions this week look at Google Earth and Google Maps, which is kind of cool. And maybe that might be something you can tie into your thematic unit. So if it somehow ties into your standard in any way, but it's definitely a fun tool to use and get to understand and incorporate into your social studies classes. All right, so that's the journal and the discussion. And then, dun, 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 we have our signature assignment due, signature assignment number 1, due this week. And you've already done some of the work. You went in and you observed a class. You found out some information about the students. Now you're creating a lesson for them. So let me pull up that assignment description. It says, I'm kind of jumping in the middle, take into account what you've learned about the students' characteristics when planning the lesson. So you'll have to think about that class and why these strategies that you selected work for them. And there's a spot on the lesson plan for you to kind of fill that reflection part in. And then, where am I here? Oh, right here, right in the middle. Design a lesson that allows for active student participation and hands-on learning. Be sure to incorporate strategies into your lesson that would support English learners and address adaptations and accommodations you'll make for students with instructional challenges and special needs. Think about how you want to assess this lesson. It says that you should be assessed with multiple criteria, so you want to assess in more than one way. Remember last week we talked about all of the fun ways that we can teach social studies. And it's not just every now and then, okay, I'll make you do 4 weeks of boring textbook work, but then we'll do something fun in the 5th week. This is how social studies should be taught. It should be taught with this hands-on, engaging type strategy. So now you get to write a lesson plan really thinking about 1 or 2 of those that you want to apply. Again, this needs to be connected to the interview that you did in week 3. However, if this lesson plan somehow connects to your thematic unit, you can include it. I'm okay with that if you want to include this lesson plan as one of your 8, or even maybe you'll need to tweak it a little bit and then put it into your thematic unit. But if you want to double dip on this one, as well as the one from last week, the art one, I am totally fine with that. So again, you have a template. The questions in the beginning are focused just on the standards and your objectives. Think about what history standards you're going to use, but you also will likely use some Common Core standards for English language arts, because I find it very difficult to go through a history lesson without doing any language arts. There's usually some reading, writing, listening, or speaking, right? So include those standards as well. All right, depth of knowledge we've talked about before. So this is the template that you'll be filling out. Basically, the middle column is your lesson plan. If you want to do bullet points, numbered steps, however you want to do it, I'm fine with that. You guys know I'm not crazy about format as long as you get all the information in and it's organized. So on the left here, it really guides you on what should be in each section. So your lesson is in the middle, and then your rationale is that third column. So for each part of the lesson, explain why you have selected this approach. So you're including references to what you learned about the class from week 3 in here. Oh, you know, I know that this one student is hard of hearing, so here's the accommodation I did. Or here's the strategies I used because I learned this about this class. So keep their needs and their goals in mind as you're creating this lesson. All right, and to really, not easy, not simple, but straightforward, I guess is the word I'm looking for, because it really guides you with the questions on the left. So I don't think you'll have a problem with the format. And then, of course, there is a short reflection at the end. So just take a look at those questions. You can answer them in one paragraph at the bottom or after each number. You can kind of decide. And this is a signature assignment, so it gets submitted into live text. So because of that, I put the comments in live text. So you'll get the grade in Blackboard and in live text, but your comments will only show up in live text. Because sometimes I get students asking me, well, where are my comments? And they're in live text. All right, so that is week 5. Your journal, the reading, of course, the signature assignment lesson plan, and your discussion questions on maps. All right, I think that is it. And I know it's a tough week because of Thanksgiving and a lot of you are busy eating and shopping. I'll be doing the same, so just keep your head up. Got a few more weeks. And happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Hope you have a wonderful time with family and friends. And we will meet up the following Wednesday. All right? Bye-bye.